which is your favorite animal?
Dog and cat and wolf. I feed them, they still give me love. If I don't feed them, they still love me.
Have you planned to have a pet in your own house?
We had,
Okay.
frankly, we had planned to have a pet. We in fact called Aakash home specifically to discuss this. If you ever bring a dog home, it will be your dog and you will be responsible for it. You have to do everything. You have to walk it, you have to pick up its food,
True.
you have to feed it, you have to take it to the vet. So you'll have to be responsible for it.
With Siddharth, what we saw was that he was more inclined towards being with animals. We could see that there was a natural connect.
So yes, we have Aakash Sir here, who is Siddharth's father. To be very frank, I have had the best talking session with Siddharth. It was beyond amazing. And let me congratulate you, bringing him up so well. Fantabulous. So let's start with your journey, sir.
Our journey started very late. Siddharth has had some behavioral issues in his childhood. Okay, if I start from his childhood, there were some obsessive streaks in him. For example, when he was like 3 years old, we went to our native place and he insisted on wearing the same set of clothes every day. Then I got him a DVD of the movie Cars. He loved it, but he would watch the movies 5 times a day, every day, without fail. So there was always this obsessive streak in him, but we never felt anything amiss about it. Then when he started going to school, there were certain behavioral issues which were noticed. We took him for counseling. He went through counseling for a very long time. There was assessments done, and those assessments were non-conclusive. Everybody said, "Oh, he'll settle down as he grows up. Nothing to worry." And he'll settle down as he grows up. Continued. And it continued till COVID started. When COVID started, everybody got confined to home, and that is when his behavior took a drastic turn. He became uncontrollable. He was violent, abusive, and we had to consult. First his pediatrician, then she referred to a psychiatrist, and then we also went through additional layers of assessments, and then it was conclusive that yes, Siddharth is on the spectrum. To be very frank, it took time to settle in. I mean, I wouldn't say we were in denial, but accepting it that Siddharth is on the spectrum, it took time. And it was a time, as I said, it was during COVID. It was also a time when Siddharth's mother has just come back from a life-threatening hospitalization. Yeah. So it was a very difficult time for us. There was no help, right? We were all at home. There was no possibility of a therapy or anything. Online classes. Siddharth was going to a mainstream school at that time, and his online classes started. Things didn't go well. He couldn't take the pressure. The school didn't understand. We told them that this is the situation, he's been identified, but somehow the school was just not willing to understand. A few teachers would, but most of them didn't. Most of them were of the opinion that I cannot give him a special treatment in the class. He got laughed at, he got scolded, and he got completely switched off. So that is when we heard of Atman Academy. And this was during when COVID was actually in the, just going off, fading off. So we took him to the school one day and we were worried. Atman Academy is a extremely small setup. And his earlier school is the largest of setups you can think of. How would he react? He's used to something. How would he react to this change? But somehow he went there, he talked to some people, he talked to Manjushri ma'am, and then he just started roaming around. And I don't know if you've been to Atman Academy, it's a small school, it's a small building with lots of greenery around. So he just started roaming around and he somehow felt very comfortable there. So we put him there. Not that our journey in Atman Academy has been absolutely a bed of roses. No. There were problems, there were issues. But yes, that is where it started. That is how this transition happened. And it's been, 2020 to 2025 now, 5 years. He is a lot different now. Of course, that was also a time when he was going through puberty.
Yes.
So, raging hormones, confined at home, all those things put together, and his autism just coming out. It was an extremely difficult time for us. So, right now, if you ask me, we live by the day. Some days are diamonds, some days are stones. We are happy if the day has been a diamond. And frankly, we have more diamonds than stones now.
Wow.
End of the day, if it has been a good day, we are thankful and we look forward to the next day. That's how we take it.
So, when did you identify that yes, he has some inclination towards animals or some fascination?
We didn't identify it at all. I would say it's thanks to Aakash and thanks to Atman Academy, who introduced him to animal assisted therapy. We have never observed this, and he has never had any inclination towards animals. But he went to Atman Academy. He started first interacting with Rio. Then animal assisted therapy started. He was going through group therapy in school. And somehow Manjushri ma'am and Aakash both felt that he could benefit from individual sessions. I was open to anything, any ideas. And we started. Initially, I used to take him to school on a Saturday. Aakash would come with one of his dogs. Then something happened. The school was going into a renovation. And plus, we were a little jittery about getting a dog home because of my wife's health issues, the shedding. We didn't know whether it will work out or not. But then we said, okay, fine. We'll take a chance. And we started calling Aakash home. But once Aakash started coming home, we never went back to the school. Because maybe in a way it was not just him, but also me, my wife. We started looking forward to that Saturday morning when Aakash would come in with one of those. And we would discuss, Aaj kaun aayega? So that is how it started. So he got introduced to animals through his animal assisted therapy. But then something clicked in him. I would say that. It happened at that. Now, see, the sessions with Aakash didn't continue forever. At some point in time, it stopped. It stopped because he wanted it to stop. And Aakash knows. See, his honesty is mind-blowing. So, during these sessions with Aakash, Aakash would discuss his behavioral issues with him. And then Aakash would ask him that this is something that I would want you to do. This is something that I would want you not to do. And he would say, yes, I promise. And and then he would not be able to follow through on them. And then one day he said, मुझे बहुत बुरा लगता है कि मैं आकाश अंकल को प्रॉमिस करता हूँ और फिर वो प्रॉमिस तोड़ देता हूँ. I don't want to meet Aakash uncle anymore.
Yeah. I remember.
He's so brutally honest about it. That I don't want to meet Aakash uncle because I am not being able to be honest with him.
Oh God.
So that is how it stopped.
Hmm.
Animal assisted therapy as such stopped. But it doesn't matter. By that time, he has already found that what makes me, what clicks in me, what makes me feel happy. So it didn't matter whether Aakash came to our place with a dog or not. The moment he went down, every evening he would go down for a walk. The moment he went down, he had others. He had, and in our society, anybody who has a dog knows it.
Yeah.
Anybody. He knows every dog. And all the dog owners, all the dog parents in our society, they love him. So it didn't matter anymore. But once in a while he still says, Aakash uncle se bahut dinon se nahi mila. Then I would give Aakash a call. Aakash, can you come? He would come one day. But that is how it started with him. And I think there's also something in him. You heard the story about the German Shepherd.
Yeah.
Their owners were surprised that this is a dog who doesn't like kids, who doesn't interact with anyone apart from the two of us. And that dog not only goes to him running, but climbs on him and licks his face. How is it possible? So there is possibly something in him.
Yeah.
He can connect. So that is how it started. And now we know, now like on days when he is anxious or something, we ask and say, chalo, Rani or Kalu se mil ke aate hain. We have done this at 9 in the evening also. That there is something not working. Chalo, Rani or Kalu se mil ke aate hain. We don't have pets at home, but we have cat food.
Yeah.
We have dog food. He goes to school with a box of cat food in his bag. We go down for a walk with a box of dog biscuits. That's how it is.
The journey starts.
Yes, that's how it started. And it continues.
My God. Emotional. So, to go back, if I may go back to you, sir, how did you identify that yes? Or do you all expose all children to animals? How did you find that, Siddharth is inclined towards animals in school?
Okay. So when we started at Atman, it was basically post-COVID only, where we started at Atman. Before that, I trained Rio, but unfortunately, because COVID came in and all those things, having AAT online was not possible.
Yes.
So we waited till things got in place, and I think Siddharth's batch was the first when we started at Atman. Before that, I used to visit, but it was just visiting things. So when we started, so we usually it is at Atman. It is we have group sessions where a group of the entire class may come. If it is a bigger class, we split them into two. But at a time, we see to it that not more than 7 to 8 kids are there, because then it becomes too overwhelming for the dog as well as the kids. And we want to do justice whether everyone gets a chance to be with the dog, to interact with the dog. So we when we started, we usually understand that these kids are more inclined towards dog. They are more natural. There are some kids who will be a little hesitant to. Some kids may take time. Some kids get connected pretty easily and pretty quickly. So we had a meeting. I still remember that day where Manjushi ma'am and we had a meeting, and we saw that Siddharth is more connected with Rio. We could see that there was a natural connect. So we suggested him that we can have individual sessions as well. Though we started once a week, one-on-one individual session, and like for him, we had particular goals where we wanted to work on his emotional needs, especially, and so we could see that he wanted to make that change, and for good 2 years we had sessions continuously. So and we did see a lot of change in his approach towards things uh, during animal assisted therapy. What basically used to happen was he got an opportunity to when we had 80 sessions, he got an opportunity to express, which he would never get, because in school also there are no male teachers or male advisors. At home, it used to be only his father to whom he couldn't share anything and everything during that time. So when I started the sessions, unconditionally, when he so being with the dog was always what he liked, and during the session, what happens is once you start petting a dog, unknowingly you start speaking about your inhibitions, about what you feel, and it will happen to anyone and everyone. It's not just for. That's how EET or EET with counseling works, where the dog provides you that non-judgmental space, and the role of the therapist is then to understand and then to guide in a particular way. So we used to lie down, used to play, he used to pet the dog, and he started talking about what he feels, what are his views, and what bothered him that day. That's how I used to work with him on this emotion development in the sessions. So I used to take him down sometimes. We had a walk. So while walking the dog, he used to mention about things. So whatever he liked. So like it need not be only in a center space or that one. But that's how we work with it.
So, from your point of view, how do you think has animal assisted therapy helped in shaping the emotional well-being, be it maybe how he is developed?
See, it's really difficult to see whether it has brought in any kind of a change in him as such. But to me, the biggest achievement is that we found a call.
Mm.
Right? If not for animal assisted therapy, possibly he wouldn't have ever found out this that he has this connection. Whether you call it directly formal therapy or indirectly, today we know that there is a space that he has where he feels comfortable. So yes, see, Siddharth is, you have seen him, is extremely high functioning. For him, it's not really easy to accept things. So it's not easy to mold him. He has very rigid ideas. His ideas cannot change. So whether through the therapy he became a little more amenable or not, yes, possible. Because over the years we have seen that his anxieties would go down after having these sessions. Sometimes they were very short-lived. Sometimes it would last for a few hours. Sometimes it would last for a couple of days, or maybe a little more. But there was definitely an immediate effect. And of course, I would say the biggest gain for us is that he identified and he found out that it's his wife.
So true.
He talked about being an animal assisted therapist someday. This is something that we have been telling him, not to be a therapist, but please explore doing something with animals. Because that's something that you're good at. That's something that comes to you naturally. But it's too far in the horizon. Let's see how things shape up.
So, we- which were the other therapies that you did take or you?
Okay, so counseling is one. We tried occupational therapy. Again, because during COVID, or just when COVID was waiting out, we took him to one setup which seemed very gloomy. We went there for a couple of days and then refused to take the name of any therapy. He would tell that why do you think I don't need therapy? Because he had also grown up. Right? He was for 12, 13 years, coming to his teens. I don't need therapy. So, no, I mean, one is autism getting identified very late, and two, it being identified during the COVID times, and three, by that time, he had anyway had a mind of his own, so we couldn't really take him to any therapies as such. So, animalistic therapy is possibly the only proper therapy that is happening. So, yes, in a way, whatever positive changes have happened in him has happened only because this is not a linear therapy.
So,
That's why when I mentioned that it doesn't seem to be like a therapy when we do animalistic therapy because they get that open space. In normal therapies, it usually tends to be one-on-one where it is more directed.
one-on-one, and they ask them to change.
Yeah,
Here,
directed,
yes. Here, you can be you.
And that helps them to be themselves rather than pushed into something.
Correct.
And with kids with autism, they don't like force.
Correct.
If you push them for even during the sessions, if we like the teachers, we tell if there are helpers or teachers, we tell them don't push the child onto the door. Let the child explore first. It can, for some kids, it can be instantaneous. They will go there immediately if they like dogs. For some kids, if they don't like, don't push. Even for the parents, don't push the child. Don't force the child to pet. Give them time. We will let them have that connect. Once the connect is there, we can see the results. But if you push, आधा घंटा है तो go and touch, नहीं तो it will not make sense.
Yeah,
Then
there is a session. Do it.
Yeah, that's what happens. Where there is a lot of force for all the other therapies for kids with autism. But here, it becomes very like easy going for these kids.
Because it's
And
flowing naturally.
That's why the acceptance.
It's more like the kids are doing things on their own.
Correct.
You do whatever you want to do. And if the kid is acceptance, nothing.
And every kid has a different need.
True.
You cannot say that two kids with
Kids
autism are same. So everyone, like, he has same emotional needs. Some kids have sensory needs. ये ऐसा ही होना चाहिए. I cannot touch this. Go near this one. So everyone has their set protocols and set the way of thinking. So for every child, it works in a different way. Where it will connect, we don't know. But once it connects, you can see a lot of change. So I remember one when we started, I used to go to we were doing individual sessions, and it was a severe case. The child with autism, he was around 8 or 9 years old, and the mother used to be there. We took the dog to their place, and so after a couple of sessions, the child was, so we have an activity where we ask the kid to lie down on the back of the dog, and it is very relaxing because of the heartbeat of the dog, in the way in which the dog breathes. Or when you pet, there is oxytocin which gets released in our body, which helps in which is the happiness hormone. So the child was lying, the mother was sitting there, and the child, while lying, he smiled, and the mother started crying. So after that, we asked her. So she said that he hasn't smiled for the past 1 month, and because of that interaction. You could see that the mother was happy, the child was happy, the child was able to sit in one place. So where it will connect, we don't know. But once it connects, we can see those details. And it gives a lot of satisfaction when the parent,
Of course.
we can see that in the eyes of the parent where a dog is getting a change in someone. So, so we always say that where the humans fall short, these animals or these dogs step in.
Step. So true.
So they are able to do so many things that even a normal therapist may not be able to do.
Yeah, I mean, we can see the case here. You, other therapists could not, and this particular thing was brought in by an animal therapy, and there is a potential that has been unlocked, which is
Instead of pushing it off.
yeah, definitely. So, how did you manage his voice?
Never even thought about
Hmm.
it. No, but see, he was always perfectly capable of reading and writing.
Hmm.
Just that he's said that I don't want to study, I don't like studying.
Hmm.
Never really pushed him towards it because pushing never helped.
Correct. Hmm.
The more you push, the more he
Yeah.
will transfer. So there is no point.
Hmm.
I just, at least for me, I just left it.
Hmm.
If you get a realization, study.
Hmm.
If you don't, you will not.
Hmm.
Even 7 days before the exam, I was not sure he was going to write the exams. And I was prepared for
Hmm.
it. Okay. Maybe it's quite possible that a day before the exam, he suddenly said that I will not write the exams. And you have to be prepared. You are prepared for everything. But then, you know, he's never studied that much. These prelims happened in December.
Hmm.
For the first time, he passed in geography.
Hmm.
He hates geography.
Hmm.
Absolutely hates.
Hmm.
The first time he passed in geography.
Hmm.
He scored reasonably well in every other subject. And then he suddenly said that the results came in. His geography teacher specifically was extremely happy. And she was overwhelmed
Oh.
that Siddharth ने इतना अच्छा दिया.
Hmm.
He suddenly said, "Gosh, मैं और पढ़ा होता." So yes, that was a realization. Okay, good that you understood it.
Hmm.
So what will you do?
Hmm.
I got. See, he thinks of a lot of things, but for him to put words to practice takes a lot of time.
Hmm.
So it took time. But then, very frankly, since December, he started. He ended with that, okay, I hate study. It was more like his mother. And he cannot juggle. So his mother started sitting down with him 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. Evening was also 4:30, 4:30. Because 6 o'clock he has to go down and play with his dog friends. And once he comes back from there, there's no study.
Okay.
So 1 hour, morning, 1 hour, evening. There was 1 hour also continuous 1 hours.
Hmm. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, there would be snack breaks, biscuit breaks, water breaks. आज मूड नहीं हो रहा है, आज मन नहीं हो रहा है, कल पढ़ all of this.
All of this.
So, but somehow things happen. I was worried that somebody who can't sit down in a place and study for 1 hour at a time, how is he going to write the exams?
Yeah.
Because he has to sit in a controlled environment and write for
So many
3
hours.
hours.
Hmm.
His first exam was English, which was 4 hours. But somehow, miraculously, he sat through all his exams. He wrote well. Of course, he was under a lot of stress the day before the exam, for the results. And he continuously kept on saying, मुझे लगता है मैं फेल हो जाऊंगा, मैं तो मैथ्स में फेल हो जाऊंगा. But I knew he was not going to fail. He his mother was also very anxious.
Mm.
But I knew that why?
Mm.
You don't have to be fast, don't worry.
Mm.
But then, as luck would have it, the results were to come out at 1 p.m. and I was in a customer meeting at that time. But somehow I just stepped out. I managed to get the results and sent out.
Mm.
He had scored 81.6% and 75% in mathematics. And I came home and said, yeah.
Oh God, this is crazy.
And the other thing is, the board gave him concession of a year and a half. But we didn't opt for it. Because also, he is able to, he can read. He can read. So why?
Why?
Plus, the other thing was suddenly bringing another new element into his ecosystem.
Correct.
I don't know how he's going to react.
Sure.
So it's best that he does what he does.
That's
Very good thing. And we left it.
wow.
No expectations. The
This-
key was no expectations.
Being in this space is very difficult. Having no expectations is very difficult to be fabulous. I mean, you gave him that space is why he could really shine out. He self-realized that yeah, I should be putting in effort. I mean, commendable.
Nowadays, it's so versatile. There are so many
Yeah.
options. See, you have to make your child realize. I will not be dependent on you. You better not be dependent on me. Go find your own path.
So well said. This one-liner can change so many thought processes.
I have experienced this myself.
Mm.
My father,
Mm.
at a very young age, told me,
Mm.
if you do well, you will stay well. You don't need to support me.
Mm.
The pension, you are a government servant, so the pension that I will get will be enough to support me and your mother. So if you do that, you will stay.
So he loves cooking. So how do you make sure that all the safety precautions are taken, or how does that work?
Mostly as assistant cook.
Okay, got you.
But yes, he wants to do so. We let him marinate. His mother tells him the steps. He would do things on his own. Then he has to fry something. He never eat anything that deep fried. It's everywhere shallow fried. So we will show him how to do it. Incidentally, I cook a lot. So he learns things from me as well. So he would come and tell me, "ये help करके दो, मैं help करके दूँ क्या?" Yesterday he asked for pasta. I was making some pasta for him. मैं आपको क्या help करके दूँ? अच्छा मैं ये करके देता हूँ. मैं cheese डालता हूँ. So I would say cooking is still a developing interest.
But at least, yeah, he is into, because we could see his conversations, many of them were leading to food.
He's very sharp about what he wants to do. But if he is not interested, you ask him how much is 5%, he will not be able to answer. Because he doesn't want to think about it. ये math से मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता है.
He's fixated in his thought process that way.
But if he's all off guard and somebody asks him how much is 3 times 27, he'll say 81.
Oh.
That's how he is.
मतलब ऐसे बिठा के ऐसे मत पूछो. That way I know, but you can't command me.
No.
Yeah, which is
He is extremely independent. For the last 3 years, he's been traveling to school on his own.
oh.
Yes. They give him the money, he goes, takes a rickshaw, goes to school, comes back. While coming back, he actually flags down a rickshaw and comes back home. So I'll tell you an incident. He had to come back from school. And for some reason, that rickshaw had to take a longer route. And he didn't have enough money. He realized that he doesn't have enough money for this longer route.
Hmm.
He knew how much money he has. He kept on looking at the meter. The moment it reached the money that he had, he asked the rickshaw to stop,
Hmm.
paid the money, and walked up the rest of the way. And after coming home, he said, मेरा पैसा खत्म हो गया, तो मैंने रिक्शा छोड़ दिया, मैं चल के आया.
Finding
So-
his own
So you
solutions.
can do this much.
Yeah.
But you ask him, I hate maths. Maths is a
He doesn't like the subject, but I think applying it,
Okay.
I think that is what the
That's what
end
the
goal is, right?
Yes, of course.
Why are we learning it? To apply it. And he's already applying it, then why learn it? so he's extracted a little meaning out of it. And that's the best. Wow. Amazing. So if we come to a lighter note, how does a Sunday or a day off look like in your family with Siddharth?
You say it's a lighter note, but it's not really a lighter note for us.
Okay.
To us, Sunday is like any other day.
Okay.
We really can't plan things with Siddharth.
Mm.
It has to be planned in the moment.
Okay.
So no, there is no typical day as such.
Mm-hmm.
We have been through things
Mhm.
where we have had to plan and cancel.
Okay.
As a family, we haven't had a vacation, a proper vacation for 7 years. The most you heard about him visiting Singapore and Hong Kong. So that was in 2018, and that's the last vacation we have had. Because we just can't plan.
So if I may ask, the reason being just out of.
We can't plan because he is so impulsive that if I plan for something in the long term, by the time the day comes, he might say, "मुझे भूख नहीं, मुझे नहीं जाना." And this is happening. So we really can't plan something in the future. So it has to be in the day. So on a Sunday, he feels like going somewhere. He says, "Go." Or it's like any other day. He has no issues with it. He can follow his normal routine the way it is. So me and my wife, we started finding our own ways.
Correct.
So like last Sunday, we at 6 in the morning we left and went out for a drive. We went to Marine Drive. We had breakfast. Drove back home through the coastal road. We were home by 9. So our Sunday was done.
Done. So if I may like ask this, so in all of this, what about you and your wife's relation? See, as you said now, we don't get, we took a drive, we did our thing. So how do you cope up and how do you accommodate that? Because that is very important.
So we have started taking this step now. And we will not get bogged down by what Siddharth wants and only Siddharth wants. Our life will not revolve only around Siddharth.
True.
Yes, he is a very large part of our life, but we will have to find things outside of him.
Yes.
We cannot get contained by him. So this is what we have started doing. So like now his school is from 1 o'clock till the time he comes back at 6:30 in the evening. So we sometimes go out for lunch and all. Because going out to eat with him is also very difficult because he's so conscious about his health that half the things he wouldn't eat. It becomes very constrained.
Right.
If he's willing to do something, fine. We are always game for it. But without him also, we started exploring things.
Yes. You have to have your time. You individually, your wife individually, and you two as a unit. It's very important for that matter. Also, have you picked up something, some habit or maybe some hobby or something that you've learned from Siddharth?
I wouldn't say from Siddharth, but for Siddharth.
Okay. And
You know, he's a gaming enthusiast.
yes.
So, what's a gaming enthusiast's dream? A gaming enthusiast's dream is a gaming PC,
Okay.
right? So, it's because of Siddharth that I have watched numerous YouTube videos about how to build a gaming PC.
Build.
Yes. Oh no, it's like Lego.
Okay.
Don't worry, you just have to find the
It's
right.
rocket science.
No, you just have to find the right combination of components. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have watched numerous videos with him alone.
Hmm.
I can teach anybody how to build a gaming PC. That's the unusual thing. I don't do any gaming at all,
Hmm.
but I know how to.
Wow. Has he helped you build one?
I'm not into game.
I think your life just revolves around your cuties, your animals.
Yeah, it does revolve around animals because that's work.
Hmm.
But apart from that, I like I mentioned it to you earlier. So I'm my wife is working. She has a full time. She's at Just Hope Hospital,
Oh.
heading fundraising there.
Hmm.
She's head fundraising at Just Hope, and we have a daughter.
Hmm.
So we are just a nuclear family. So someone has to be with the daughter. So my day is planned till my daughter is in school. And then I'm completely with my daughter.
Oh, nice.
So half day with dogs, half day with daughter. So
Settled, sorted life, huh?
So
No.
people talk of work-life balance.
Yeah. This is
This
perfect.
is so tilted towards
I
life.
know. So, we have spoken about animals, animal therapy. Let's come to a very basic question. Have you planned to have a pet in your own house?
We had,
Okay.
frankly, we had planned to have a pet. We in fact called Aakash home
Hmm.
specifically to discuss this. But then, the day we possibly can agree on same breed, we and Siddharth, maybe we will start thinking about it again.
Yeah.
Right now, there are additional constraints at home. I mean, my parents are also there. My mother is aging. So, right now, there are too many people at home through the day. So, the condition isn't right to bring in a new pet at this time. But we are hopeful that sometime in the future, yes, we will have a pet.
I think, Aakash Sir, this is now your mission. This can be your mission.
So yeah, you had mentioned that they want. What I believe, I've had 3 dogs. I believe that dogs choose the family rather than me going and picking up a dog. So when the right time comes, definitely they'll have a pet. But one more thing I would like to add is that having a dog is an added responsibility,
Yes, definitely.
especially for families who
Are already
have their hands full to give equal attention to the dog plus to the child is really challenging. So a lot of parents do, like after we have sessions or when they see that there is some change, they ask whether can we take or can we have a dog. But unless you have, say, adequate support to look after the dog and then you giving time to both, then only I would suggest that parents should go for it. Otherwise, we do provide individual sessions as well, or through schools also. We are now trying to reach out. So
Perfect.
So we have told Siddharth that if you ever bring a dog home, it will be your dog.
Your dog. I got
It will
you.
be your dog, and you will be responsible for it. You have to do everything. You have to walk it. You have to pick up its food.
True,
You have to
true.
feed it.
Hmm.
You have to take it to the vet.
Hmm.
So you'll have to be responsible for it.
Fantastic. What a true conversation that we have had today. Thank you. Thanks to both of you and your amazing insights. So, just one last message from you, sir, that you would like to give your audience and yours as well.
Okay, my message wouldn't be about animal assisted therapy, but autism in general.
Yes.
I think there is a very basic need for the society to understand autism. I mean, if a child is born without a limb, it is a deformity. You don't make fun of that child.
Definitely.
A child with autism is nothing different.
Definitely.
Just that it doesn't show.
Mm.
So have that empathy. I think this is where our country, the basics of our country, needs to
be fixed.
It is not just the society in general. I think educational institutes, from experience I'm saying this, has to understand that not every child is the same.
True.
And there will be challenges. And see, it's very important for a child, for a child with autism, to interact.
Correct.
And the best place that they can interact with is in a school. And when I say in a school, it is, okay, whatever I'm saying is in context to somebody like Siddharth. Right? The best place that they can interact with is a normal school. Right?
Correct.
Because that is where you are interacting with a variety of kids.
True.
When you go to the special school, which is only meant for children like you, to you the world is only that.
Correct.
Right? One is that. The second is looking at the child with autism from their perspective. When you are interacting with only children of that type, one is it's getting limited to that this is the world. The second is there are also a lot more triggers which come in.
Correct.
And the third thing is when you look at it from the other side. And frankly, today today's children are a lot more aware. We make a set of neurotypical children interact with neurodiverse children. That is where the future.
True.
If today a child going to a normal school doesn't know what a child with autism has to face, they'll grow up with the same ideas.
Definitely.
And nothing is going to change.
Definitely.
So, this is my message. Right? It is about the society as well.
Perfectly said. We do talk about inclusion. We do talk about government putting in these so-called rules or regulations that yes, every school has to take. But yeah, with experiences of parents, we do know this is not being practiced. So
even if it is being practiced,
Yeah,
it
not
is
in the
a
right
tick
way.
mark. It's a tick mark. You can have three or four children with autism in the class, but how are they being treated?
That's the point.
That's what's important.
What my view in this is, just like they have puberty session for children, they put on a video. So why not such a session so that these neurotypical children can understand what this is? Even the teachers can have such sessions, and I think children who are neurotypicals, If you make them understand, they will definitely, and then this will be inclusion, is what I
This is
think.
what the future will be.
Yes, definitely. I think parents are restricting. If we really educate, I think things can change around really quick. Over to you.
I would like to say that rather than finding happiness in smaller things or in other people, first thing is try to be happy from within. Then only you will be able to uh, be happy in life. So rather than depending on someone, so if you try to find it in yourself first and try to find out what you like, you will be more happy in life. So
True.
Very profound.
Very. Thank you so much for being with
Thanks
us.
for having us.
thank you.